Yeah, you make up people. You want to back up over there? Yeah, I need a little bit more. Oh, I'm sorry. We're online. My apologies. No. Well, welcome to our second webcast from Henderson Settlement, and we hope you're joining in with us live this afternoon. And if not, hopefully you'll take the opportunity to check it out at some point between now and next Wednesday. Or we again intend to try to do this every Wednesday around 2 o'clock, typically 2 o'clock, but you never know. Sometimes we may have to move it back or up a little bit, but let's say 2 o'clock and just do our best with that. So what I want to do first, as we kind of did last week, is kind of give you a little campus update, let you know who is with us this week. We have about 5 work teams that have blessed us with their presence this week, and we have a group of 3 from Berea UMC in Berea, Kentucky. So it's great to have them here. Fairfield Glade United Methodist Church from Fairfield Glade, Tennessee. We have 11 of them here, and always great to have the Fairfield Glade folks here. We have First United Methodist from Crown Point, Indiana, with 6 of those folks on campus. And we also have McConnellstown United Methodist Church from McConnellstown, Pennsylvania. 8 of those here this week as well. And finally, but certainly not least, is Saldo Ridge UMC from Hilliard, Ohio, and there's 24 of them. So those folks are here and doing just a number of good things in the community and here on campus, helping us out this week with just things that without folks like you and them, we just would not be able to do. So it's been a good week so far. I had a great weekend. The Harvest Festival that was on Saturday that Maggie was here and talked about last Wednesday. From everything that I hear went really well, and so we're really excited about that and look forward to that happening again next year around the same time. So mark your calendars for that. Come down and visit and be a part of that. But with us today, we have the executive director at Henderson Settlement, David Lyons, and David's been with us for around 6 months now, and we thought this was a great opportunity for some of the folks perhaps who haven't had the chance to meet David, to hear a little bit from David and learn a little bit about him and how he is doing and getting acclimated to Frakes, Kentucky. And you all know, if you've been out there, it's just different. Frakes, I mean, every place just can't be as wonderful as Frakes, Kentucky. You just can't. That's just how we are. It's just how we roll. And that's why you keep coming back, or you ought to be here if you're not. So first, David, this is David Lyons sitting here. And David, appreciate you coming up out of your busy schedule and giving us a few minutes of your time. So I'll just ask a few questions. First of all, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and kind of get us up to today.
Sure. Well, I'm married. My wife has lived with me for 23 years. We have 2 kids. I have a daughter who's a junior at Troy University down in Troy, Alabama. I have a son who's just graduated from high school and taking a semester off to see what he wants to do. And so, but for the last 25 years, I've been doing economic development and chamber and tourism. So my wife calls me a professional beggar. And so
that comes in handy here.
It comes in handy, very handy here.
Oh, yeah.
And but it's been a blessing. I prayed to God, asking Him to give me something to use my talents to help Him, and so the settlement has offered me a position to come and help, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And so I feel very blessed to be able to lead this organization. But I tell the employees all the time, they don't work for me; they work for God. And so it means a lot to me to be here and to do what God's asking me to do here.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate that. We're glad to have you. So I was kind of thinking about a few things that I might want to ask you. None of them relative to me, though. So we don't want to talk about that.
Are we not going to talk about why we have tissues and
no, we're not going to leave that alone, David. That's your craft shop moment that's coming up.
I'm sorry. I just figured you need some after Saturday.
Yeah, well, I do need. Let's not go there. I'm going to get all emotional again. You're going to get me. So you, like I said, you've been here about 6 months.
That's correct.
What is, after you've got here and kind of settled in, got to know the staff fairly well and some of the local folks and met some of the work teams coming in,
Sure.
Whether it relates to that or just in general, what is something perhaps that you found or you felt since you've been here that maybe you just didn't quite expect, something that maybe surprised you a little bit, or just, maybe better or worse, but that's something you just didn't expect?
Yeah, I didn't expect to get to spend some time with Jerry, but well, everybody has crosses to bear.
Hey,
so
if people know that, they'd be lining up for this job.
Exactly. I wouldn't even have a chance at this job.
Yeah.
And so, but seriously, the feel of community here between the staff and the local community. I tell people all the time, it's not about us and them; it's about us.
Sure.
And so it's really made me feel that way when I moved here. They've really welcomed me and my family. It's hard moving into a new area, and they know nothing about me. They know nothing about my leadership style.
Sure.
And so the way they entailed me and made me part of the family, made my family part of the family, it just makes a big difference. And the community has done that as well. And so I think that just shows in how the folks work here, how the community is accepting the settlement. It's always done great. There's not been ever an issue, but that just seems that the community just is trying harder, and we're trying harder to be all part of one thing.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Appreciate you saying that. Well, I guess the next thing is what is there something perhaps in particular, or just something maybe that is on your heart, or that you just like to say to the folks who are maybe watching this live or will see it, that just something you just like to get across to them, maybe
Sure.
how they could help us, or what you would like to see from the church at large, so to speak. Just whatever. Is there something you just like to say to the folks?
I just first like to say thank you for all you've ever done for the settlement, and that you will continue to do. Yeah. But also, I ask you to, and I ask my staff here every day, pray first about what we do as far as the settlement goes. We're asking for your prayers, and I've asked people all the time, take 3 months, and take 3 ministries, and for 6 months pray about those intentionally. I'm a true believer that if you intentionally pray over something, that God will answer those prayers. And then in another 6 months, take 3 more ministries, and really intentionally pray over those. All things.
Amen.
And so to me, that's what it's all about. If we're praying over this, if you have a skill, I have a gentleman that we've had a lot of, as you know, most people have been down here. We have a lot of heating and air systems, and we've had an issue with a lot of them going out. 3 of them going. And so gentleman's offered, if we'll buy the thing when next time we have one break, which is I hope is a long time.
Yeah.
But if we do, he'll come in and install it for us for free.
Yeah.
And so if you have skills like that
Sure.
you can come down and bring to the settlement. I don't know what that looks like. We have a man coming, he and his wife coming to stay with me for the next 2 days, and he's going to write grants for us. So if there's skills you have like that,
Sure, absolutely.
that you can give back to the settlement and give stuff, those are awesome skills. I don't know what they may be, and call me and we'll talk about it. And you and I can we'll figure it out between our directors. Yeah. There may be something that you have that nobody else has that you can offer to the settlement that is something that would be really a help to us and help us do our job better and help us do the Henderson Creed of Christ even better than we are. Because the whole purpose of here is sharing Christ's love.
Sure.
And so, but that would be my thing.
Yeah. Well, that's great. That's just a great point. And that's something I would echo as well. Folks come in, just like these folks I've mentioned today and last week, and they come as part of a group typically and participate on either adopted projects or things that perhaps takes more than 1 or 2 or 3 people to do, and certainly we need those folks. But oftentimes there's individuals within those groups or individuals just out there that that maybe can't come when a group is coming, but as David said, has individual talents that can help us in a lot of different ways. And if you have something like that you feel may be able to assist us, give us a call, send us an email.
And it's not things you have to do here. It could be something you're doing from home or sent to us.
And we have a few folks doing that.
So, exactly.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of ways.
Better.
Yeah, a lot of ways that you can potentially help us, and we'd love to talk with you about it. If it's not something that might work right now, maybe a few years down the road or something like that, perhaps it will. Times are changing and things are different, and we are trying to change and with them and to find better ways to assist the people in this area and to help you help us assist them. So, David, we appreciate it, brother.
Hey, I appreciate it. God bless all y'all, and we appreciate you watching.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, so right now we're going to bring in our volunteer moment. And last week we had Bill and Laura Roy that were work camp hosts. Bill was busy and wasn't able to make it, but Laura was, and just really enjoyed having her here. But they left this weekend, and just an update on them. I have been in contact a little with them, and they did make it home to Florida. I think they perhaps were a little surprised that some of the things they saw when they actually got into Florida. Maybe they were hopeful, I think, that it wasn't quite that bad. I may be misrepresenting that a little bit, and if not, then Bill and Laura, I'm sure you're out there at some point seeing this, and feel free to comment and give it a little update on that. But we're thankful that you made it home safely, and we look forward to seeing you again. But today, we have with us Al Thorson from Illinois. And Al, how long have you been coming down with us?
25 years.
25 years. Man.
And sometimes twice a year.
Some people just can't get enough punishment.
It's huge, Jerry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Spread that around, will you? I appreciate that. So, so 25 years, sometimes more than once a year.
Yes.
And done a lot with work team.
Yes.
More often than not, but you've also come a few times, like this time, as an individual volunteer. And first, tell me what. How did you first know about the settlement and get to coming?
It was the pastor at my church at that time, at Hinckley Methodist Church, Paul Garrity, was set up the first thing. He'd been here and got us down for the time, and he hooked me.
Yeah. Well, that's a wonderful thing. We're sure glad he did that.
Yeah. And since that is, I have sparked that interest in others.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly. You have been a key role in bringing other groups down, and we really appreciate that. So 25 years, been coming. So what has kept you coming those 25 years?
Being able to help people.
Yeah.
Seeing the needs here.
Yeah.
The needs are great.
Mm-hmm.
And even in 25 years, you think you catch up on things. It continues, the needs are here.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that continue to help people have a better existence.
Yeah. That's it's just such a blessing to us, and you're a blessing to us. Tell us what are some over the years, some of the different jobs that you've done as part of work camp or as an individual volunteer. Some of the things that you've done.
We've done porches with ramps. We've done the first phase of building housing, room additions.
Right.
We've done storage buildings, quite a few of those in the last few years.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many porches I've built across the valley here.
Oh, yeah.
And odds and ends, just the things that I'm working on this week, helping the guys out at the shop.
Yeah.
Trying to close out little things that are on the list.
Yeah.
And the list just gets smaller.
Yeah. Slowly getting, not because of you.
But I don't, no.
A lot of times we mark out and add three.
Add three, yeah. And some of the jobs that we have to finish are need more than just one guy on it. So it's but I've done a few things this week that have just got them off the list.
Yeah.
Still working on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I know the needs never end here.
Yeah.
It's
well, they really don't. Yeah. There's so many things, but yeah. Now, I have to tell you, I don't know if Al will appreciate this or not, but a few years ago, we won't say how many, but Al came in and he said, "Hey, Jerry, listen, I'd like to go out and visit one of these jobs with you and just kind of see what some of these other groups have done. We've done this and we've done that, and could I ride along with you and visit some of these job sites these teams were?" I said, "Absolutely, Al. That is no problem." So we get in a truck and we drive down the road, and I said, I'm getting a little thirsty. Kind of warm like it is out here today. And how about if I stop by my house? It's right down the road here. Why don't we stop by my house and we'll get us some water? No moonshine. I know what you're thinking out there. No, that's only on special occasions. Anyway, so I said, let's get us some water. So we come down and we get out of the truck and start walking towards my house. And we're talking a little bit, and all of a sudden, this pig comes tearing around the corner of the house. Wasn't anything too awfully unusual about that.
No transmissions.
No transmissions involved in that. No. But so Al says, hey, hold on here. Wait just a minute. Said, what in the world is up with that pig? And I said, what do you mean, Al? He said, well, that pig, it's got a wooden leg. And I said, now listen, Al, I consider you a good friend. I love you. I appreciate you. Don't you start talking about that pig. He said, well, no, I'm not talking about it. I just want to know why it's got a wooden leg. That's just a very unusual thing. I said, well, listen, that is a special pig. That's just, there's nothing, you just wouldn't let me tell you about that. I said, one day, some of the kids was down playing next to the creek down here. One of them stumbled, fell in. Potentially could have perished, drowned. You just never know. That pig saw what happened. Darted down to the creek bank, got a hold of that child and drug him out. Saved that child's life. That's a special pig. Al said, no doubt. That is just wonderful. I said another day, one of the kids was in the house, one of the older girls cooking something. Something caught on fire. She was overcome by smoke, passed out. That pig saw what happened, burst into the house, got her by the shirt collar, drug her out, saved her life. That's a special pig, Al. He said that is absolutely a special pig. But I still have no clue why in the world it's got a wooden leg. I said, well, Al, when you got a pig that special, you only eat it one ham at a time.
There you go.
Al, I love you, brother.
Love you too,
it's
brother.
Good to have you here. We appreciate
Good to be
you.
here.
Thank you, my friend.
You bet.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, now I'm just going to kind of hit on what I'm calling the craft shop moment. You see a few items here on the table that you can purchase if you are interested from a craft shop. We've got a top hat pumpkin that someone has made. I'm looking. Oh, there it is. Yep. A local person has made this. This is available for, looks like about $23.58. That's a nice thing. Then we have another pumpkin. You know, we're trying to be seasonal here. That is for like a little over $11. And this was made a very nice placement you can put on your table or in the house somewhere. Be very nice for that. And then we have, you know, we always got to keep up with the cows. You notice today, I haven't had to shout at the cows and tell them to keep it down. They've been very nice. We did some work with them after the program last week and told them, you know, we're trying to do a program here, a webcast, and they're interrupting, just trying to butt in, trying to get some attention. That just ain't going to cut it. We just ain't going to put up with it. Just not going to have it. But anyway, so just to show our respect for them, we have this nice welcome sign that you could hang outside your house there with a cow on it and just be, you know, just eat more chicken, that kind of thing. That was free advertisement, by the way. So if Chick-fil-A or someone out there, you know, they want to buy some sponsor time, we're still looking for sponsors. I'm really shocked and disappointed more people haven't bought into that already. We're just waiting for that. So if you're local, if you're not local, we can help you out. Listen, you're missing out on a good thing if you don't. But this is available in our craft shop. We can mail it to you if you'd like to have that. Nice hanging, $28.30. And I think you would really like that. And last but not least, as far as our items. Now listen here, people. This here, you know, just I get emotional. You know, David started talking about the football game from this weekend, and you Kentucky fans out there, and I know all over, Big Blue Nation, you reign. Yes, you do. But we could have used this weekend. You Florida folks, we love you, but let's just no comments, please. So, but this is was made. It's really nice, and it's a tissue jar, obviously. And it's for like $17. So that's available in the craft shop as well. So if you were to be interested in any of these items, you know, mention or comment that, and we can get in touch with you or private message us or call us or however you like to do that. Now, I mentioned last week that, you know, we kind of set this up outside and was facing the mountain over that way just a little bit to kind of see the background. The trees haven't changed much. It's been rather unusually warm, so it hasn't had an opportunity for some of the colors to start changing just a little bit they have. But the sun was really bright today, so we had to kind of turn it the other direction so you can see the other mountain. And we'll continue to do that as long as the weather will permit. It's supposed to cool off a little bit this weekend. And so maybe we can start to see some color changes. So that's been your weather update, free of charge. No need to have to Google that. Coming directly to you live from Fresh, Kentucky. All right. But anyway, so it looks like about all we want to do today. And we appreciate you joining in with us. And we look forward to seeing you here again around 2 o'clock next Wednesday. God bless you, and you have a great week.